Hello, freaks, geeks, degenerates, basement dwellers, and apparently one attic dweller, I was told in the comment section. Welcome to the War Zone. I'm Scruffy, and this is Skruffytalez. And we're gonna take a look at the Hammer of the Gods, the Archer artillery system, and Sweden has now provided Ukraine with 26 Archer self-propelled artillery systems out of the 44 promised. They started out with 8, and that has now been increased to is it 8 plus 26 or 26 in total? I'm not entirely sure, to be perfectly honest. But anyway, we've gone from a minimum of 8 to potentially a maximum of 34. And well, let's take a look. And as we can see here, Sweden has officially delivered 26 Archer self-propelled artillery systems to Ukraine out of the 44 promised. The Swedish embassy in Ukraine announced on January 8th. So I'm a bit late to the game here. I have completely missed this. I'm slightly ashamed. What the hell? Anyway, so as it says, Sweden has gifted Ukraine 26 Archer self-propelled howitzers. Ukrainian forces, including the 45th Artillery Brigade that has used the previous 8, have highly praised the system for its exceptional effectiveness against Russian positions. And well, it's a standard. It's not a standard. It's a Swedish field haubitz 77 that I put on a Volvo truck, but it's a fast-firing 155 millimeter gun, firing standard artillery shells. But what makes the Archer exceptional is how it's been mounted on the Volvo truck. As we can see in the video, how quickly it can move into position and how quickly it can begin to open fire. Now, if we take a look at the French Caesar, that has become a great success in Ukraine. No, it is a tremendous success, the Caesar. But it fires its first round after 40 seconds, and as you can see, the Archer has fired 3 rounds in 40 seconds. No one has to leave the vehicle, no one steps outside. You can operate this thing with a single crewman, compared to the Archer, the Caesar, where you might need 5 or 6 just to keep it running. So it has a tremendous advantage. Everyone is inside, everyone's protected by armor, and in 20 seconds you're ready to fire, and after another 20 seconds you've packed things up and can move out of the way, which is of course of extreme importance when drones are flying around and hunting you every minute. So since the Ukrainians rely on these focused hit and run tactics, focused shoot and scoot tactics, where you hide in a hole, move 500 meters to fire, and then hurry back to the hole and hide before drones can find you, instead of making the larger tactical maneuvers, because then the drones can spot you and kill you. I mean, the Archer is extremely important, since you can quickly leave your defensive hole, move into position, fire quickly 3 to 5 rounds, and then be back in that hideout before the drones can spot you. You can put down a lot of firepower rapidly and safely on enemy positions and avoid the drones. So the Archer is an exceptional piece of vehicle, and the Ukrainians has lost 1, and I do believe it has been repaired and is back in service. Extremely effective, this vehicle. So if you're wondering what type of impact a vehicle like this can have on the battlefield, besides being an impressive piece of kit that can avoid the drones, well, we actually have a story from the Kursk incursion, when Ukraine used 3 Archers to destroy 18 Russian armored vehicles and tanks in a single engagement. So you can see how important it is to have such a fast-moving, fast-firing gun like we have on the Archer, where you can quickly move into position and put down fire onto the enemy accurately. And with 3 archers, the Ukrainians stopped a massive Russian assault in a single engagement where the archers were responsible for taking out 18 armored targets, including tanks. And it comes down to the fast-firing nature of the gun itself. An old Swedish howitzer from the 70s, believe it or not. And here's the funny thing. They actually slowed down the rate of fire to increase accuracy for the archer. The original gun was firing far faster because at the time they wanted to saturate a larger area, so they just wanted to have basically a machine gun built to the size of an artillery piece and just go boom, 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 boom. But now with the archer, they went, you know what, we want to be a bit more accurate, so reduce the rate of fire. And then you had the archer. It's just incredible. So in one engagement, 3 of these took out and put a stop to an entire Russian advance. That should tell you something, how important these vehicles are. And that was 3 out of the 8 Ukraine had at the time, and now they have an additional 26. And they will have 44 in the end. And I mean, Ukraine, they need these. Europe should come together and just make a decision. Build archers and just get them to Ukraine. The Budanas are effective because they come en masse. They're easy and cheap to produce, but they can't compete with the archer. The crew, they are exposed, they're slow to fire, they're easy targets for the drones since they take long to get back together and relocate and stuff like that. This is what Ukraine needs, and they need them by the hundreds. And I mean, a couple of hundreds of archers, and every battery of 3 being able to put a stop to Russian battalions. I mean, it would change the war around pretty effectively, if you ask me. So incredible news, incredibly important. Ukraine needs as many of these as possible, and if they have them in semi-quantity, it will affect the front line, and Ukraine can begin to put serious hurt onto the Russian invaders. Awesome news. I'm so proud of being Swedish, being able to support the Ukrainians with such important, vital equipment in order for them to protect their country and protect their children from Russian violations. And on that note, gå på marsch, Ukraine, and give them hell.
Åskan ljuder när hjärtat slår. Diesel rinner i våra ådror. Avgaser fyller varje andetag. Vintern biter, frosten formar stål. Vi är artilleriet, gudarnas hammare, vårens beregn av eld och skräck. Vi är artilleriet, slagfältets kungar, kanonerna hungrar, vi lämnar inget helt. Fly står i vinden, skuggor som brinner, ingen återvändo. Allt går i spillor, vi lämnar jorden i en storm av aska. Gudarnas vrede, vårt flår krossar fienden. Splitter regnar, himlen svartnar nu. Hagel river, köttet slits itu. Höjder faller, skogar som finns kvar är flisor och rök. Vi är artilleriet, gudarnas hammare, vår röst bär regn av eld och skräck. Vi är artilleriet, slagfältets kungar, kanonerna hungrar, vi lämnar inget tält. Flisor i vinden, skuggor som brinner, ingen återvändo. Allt går i spillror, vi lämnar jorden i en storm av aska. Judarnas vrede och vrål krossar fiender. Vi vrålar, vi dånar, vi bryter allt. Vår vrede är kall som järnets kraft. Vi smider kaos, vi härjar fri i skuggorna av vår egen strid. Vi är artilleriet, gudarnas hammare, vår röst bär regn av eld och skräck. Vi är artilleriet, slagfältets kungar, kanonerna hungrar, vi lämnar inget tält. Flisor i vinden, skuggor som